Jen, you mentioned the bully pulpit on the voting issue. Jamaal Bowman, a congressman, said earlier today the president needs to be a lot more vocal, a lot more out in front on the issue. Do you guys believe the president has elevated this issue enough, given the seriousness that you frame it?
I would suggest that that is a fight. That those words are a fight against the wrong opponent. The president is passionate about this issue. He has been passionate through the course of his time in public office. Again, securing a 25-year extension of the Voting Rights Act, when I would note Strom Thurmond chaired the committee. So that was quite a time to live through. And he's absolutely revolted by the wave of anti-voter laws based on the same repeatedly disproven lies that led to an assault on our nation's capital. As I know, the congressman and many others are as well. We share their passion. We share the desire to fight these efforts. We share the desire to fight against efforts by many Republicans to suppress the vote around the country. It doesn't mean that that fight will always be easy, but he is going to stand by them in this effort. And I would note that it's not that he has, it is not just about private phone calls. He's certainly done a number of those and private meetings, as he did with Senator Manchin yesterday, to convey to him the importance, to him personally, of moving this to a debate on the floor about this important piece of legislation. The president has also gave a speech in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he made a passionate case for the importance of voting rights. He also has taken action, including empowering a number of nominees at the Department of Justice who have been leading advocates for voting rights, pushing for their confirmation to get through. The Department of Justice also just announced a few weeks ago that they are doubling their support and their financial support for enforcement of important voting laws around the country. And he signed a historic executive action just several weeks ago that puts in place a number of protections to ensure that people have the ability to vote. I would say that's hardly being silent. That's hardly sitting on the back bench. And he will be standing with advocates in this fight for the foreseeable future. Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. This White House is very good at setting ambitious but achievable goals. Did the White House believe that 70% was achievable when you set it?
Well, I would say first, there's no record, there's no playbook for this. There's no record to look back and say these were the goals that were achieved 5 years ago or 10 years ago, because we're dealing with a historic pandemic. And the president's view is that we should set bold, ambitious goals and do everything we possibly can to achieve them. And in our view, we have part of our objective was to return the country to normal, for people to enjoy backyard barbecues, which people across the country, millions of people will be. And we'll have 1,000 people on the South Lawn here at the White House, frontline workers, men and women who are serving, also enjoying life back to normal. But we also are honest about where we need to continue to redouble our efforts, and that's among people who are 18 to 26. That is a relatively small demographic of the country, but one where there needs to be continued work, and we're going to use every tool at our disposal to push for that.